What's up, guys? If you follow me on Twitter, I posted this little town right here, and I said I was going to do an update tomorrow. The city is too big to show in a 2-minute video. I need at least maybe 5 minutes to show it off, but when I started, I showed off this part, and this area over here is still developing, which they're still getting a few houses and everything, but it's a lot busier than it was. I also show this park right here is also new, and I made the on-ramps and everything. I tried upgrading most of the roads. It wouldn't let me upgrade this part of the ramp right here, so traffic is pretty bad going into the intersection here, but again, the town I showed it off is about this big, and now it takes up a lot of the map. So I'm gonna start showing off which the areas you guys probably saw if you follow me on Twitter, which is this little suburban neighborhood right here, which I'm really proud of, to be honest, especially the park over here, which seems to be very popular, even though it seems more people use this part over here, which is, it's kind of meh. The crater is new. I kind of had an asteroid strike, which took out the airport, which I needed to upgrade the airport anyways. So if you go this way, there's just landfills. There's the Expo Center, and then there's the rocket launch site, which I really need to put a firehouse near there because these places catch on fire a lot. And this is all powered by wind turbines. If you go back across, I have a cell phone factory. I also installed bus routes. The disaster response center, you got a college, and you got the nuclear power plant, a disaster memorial because I also had a tornado come through, some helicopter pads. This is the police helicopter pad, and I believe this is the hospital. This is the water reuse center. Basically, if you have a flood, they go out and collect the water. I have a prison. Then I have a hospital next to a medical research facility. Then a little clinic too, with some medical places for people going to school for it. I forgot what they call this. It's kind of like the FBI. They handle more serious tasks. Water storage stations. I gotta turn this off. And we have the tax building. This is where the buses go after they're done with their route. Software engineering place, nanotechnology, robotics institute, another hospital. And these things you see throughout the map, they're just fire watch towers to prevent forest fires. And then we have these antennas placed throughout the city for an early warning system. And also, if I'm correct, somewhere over here in the water you might see there's buoys, like one right here. That's to detect tsunamis. So after that, you come down to another suburban type neighborhood. This is more like offices and stuff like that. There is a stadium here. So I think it's a minor league stadium because my city's not big enough yet for a larger team yet. Then right here, I made another park along the coastline. That way I don't have to worry really about if there's a flood or a tsunami or something. Another disaster response unit, and then you also see these little buildings throughout the town. They're emergency shelters. Churches, because in this game there's not just health care, there's death care. And what I really hate is if one person dies in one of these apartment complexes, the whole building becomes abandoned if they don't pick them up. So, you know, more this is high residential now. A little bigger buildings. Got some offices now. And, over here we have the train station. And these are what abandoned buildings look like, which you really want to take care of them, or else they either catch fire or attract crime. Not my best throwaway ramp. I might fix that eventually. We have an abandoned lighthouse, which is cool, and now the latest update includes just abandoned buildings throughout the map. Sewage treatment plants, some more windmills. And then up here, again, like I said, there's random stuff generated. We get a randomly generated abandoned castle. And then that road actually goes through the mountain, under the thruway, through the mountain, and it comes out to my tourist area, where I try to pull in tourists to visit the city. I'll start over here with the international airport that I actually just finished before making this video. Because I really you can't put houses around here because people get sick from the noise pollution, and if you put commercial over here, there's no one near here living here, so they'll go out of business. So I just decided to say screw it, and I put in a park, which people seem to be liking. We have a mall, Statue of Wealth, a transportation tower, which is like a transportation department, and this little like Japanese sci-fi thing. It's supposed to be like a radio station. It's based off of, I think, the radio tower in Tokyo. Again, another antenna, an amusement park, a Zen garden, the disaster pyramid, which is like a museum, I guess. We have an opera house, a theater, like a acting theater, this really big cathedral, which I actually really like. We have a zoo, and then over here we got a 5-star like hotel resort type thing, a research facility for like prescription drugs and stuff like that, and then a electric car factory, a college. And again, this is low residential, but I think I'm gonna bump it up to high residential. And like I said, there's specializations in commercial now. There's leisure, and then there's tourism. And this is what the tourism commercial looks like, just a bunch of casinos and hotels. We have a marina, and again, another water storage area. And if I remember correctly, trying to remember which area is leisure. I think this area. So leisure kind of looks like this. You got arcades, you got pubs. So it's pretty nice. I'm happy with this. This is probably the best town I've done so far. I still have to deal with, basically, you deal with death waves. Basically, the elderly start to die off, and you know, your healthcare system and death care system get overrun. Oh, and this big dish is for detecting asteroids, and you got a radar right here for like storms and weather and all that shit. Oh yeah, we have a TV station. That's really it. I mean, I'm hoping to grow this bigger. I'm planning in this area to put where cruise ships can come in. The biggest challenge is these areas, because you can't, basically this whole area I can't use because of the landfill sites. But it's growing. Slowly, but it's growing, and holy crap, that plane just did a 90-degree turn. So yeah, this town is my town called LakeView, and it's a decent town so far. Thank you for watching. I plan a live stream, maybe building more onto this town in the future. So, stay tuned.